Do you want to catch some shiny Pokemon? Of course you do, and that's good because today we're going to be going over the complete shiny hunting guide for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Step 1, make sure to subscribe for Sand for Days. I'm just kidding. Okay, real step 1, you're going to want to complete the Pokedex. I understand, that sounds like a huge task. You need that shiny charm. It's going to juice up your shiny odds more than the Liver King juiced up his arms. Is that still topical? But genuinely, just use the online trade feature. It gets really easy, really quick. The Pokemon they don't have that you do will be highlighted, and thus you can know what to offer them. It's really good for dexing. And if you are using the link trade, make sure that you catch a lot of your version exclusive. That'll be a really good bartering token. When I did this, it took me about 2 hours. I used Stunky as a bartering chip, but I'm sure you could use Gulpin on the other side as a bartering token. Alternatively, you can surprise trade to get some dex entries. I mean, a lot of people have just been throwing their Paradox Pokemon in there. And yes, it's important to note that you could do this entire method without the shiny charm, but I'm just letting you know it's substantially easier with it. I'm making this guide exclusively for the people on TikTok who keep asking me how I get so lucky. Yeah, Garlic, I'm looking at you. Once you've done this and completed the Pokedex to obtain that shiny charm, it's time to become a time wizard. That's right, we're gonna have you change your system's time to whatever you want it to be, roughly rolling it a day forward in order to get new mass outbreak. Feeling like Doctor Who because I can't explain this, I just know it's wibbly wobbly timey-wimey nonsense. Now the big YouTuber Austin John Place has explained his theory on how to manipulate this. I think that's too much work, so I'm just gonna stand in different spots and refresh the day until I get something that I want. Not gonna lie, I'd love to have a monochromatic mushroom, so I'm going for this one. At this point, all you have to do is mosey on over to the mass outbreak. New Year's resolution. I want to use the word mosey as many times as possible next year. Ensure your autosaves are off. It could mess with this. Once you're there, it's time to make like Doom Guy and destroy 60 of them. Hey, excuse me, sir. It is way too early for me to be finding a shiny. I'm trying to show other people how to do this and not just stick to the fact that I'm incredibly lucky. Get in the ball. I'm gonna name it Lar after a very nice comment that made me feel all good inside. Now, if you excuse me, we haven't quite gotten to 60 yet. Once you've torn apart their families and made them weep, it's time to drop down a hard save. This is where I have to point out an optional step. This will give you better shiny odds, but the resources really don't feel worth it to me. You could make yourself a shiny sandwich, but honestly, this method is so effective that feels like a waste of your Herba Mystica, which is a pain to get. If you're looking for any particular sandwich recipes, they're available all over the internet. Also, I would highly recommend that you look up what the shiny you're hunting looks like before going after it. Some of these are a little bit subtle. Alright, now that you've made 60 little tombstones and you're ready to move on, simply set up a picnic, and then take down the picnic. But there's one little trick a lot of people haven't grasped onto. Don't just keep doing the same picnic in the same area. Instead, start moving your picnic over and over again until you maximize the amount of spawns of the things you want. Keep in mind, Pokemon don't want to spawn right on top of you, so you can body block the things you don't want to spawn while also maximizing the things that you do. Once you find the maximized spot, it's just rinse and repeat. Set up a picnic and take it down. Hit the right Joy-Con to zoom out. You'll see more stuff. Soon enough, you'll have a shiny like this. I'm gonna name it Garlic. Or you'll get another one like this. I'm gonna name it Sand for Days and surprise trade it later. Let's say 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, never mind. Make it 2. Gonna surprise trade 2 at 5 o'clock. Okay. If you liked this, thank you very much for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Sand for Days. I'm Course and get everywhere. Stay sandy, friends. Add another one to the surprise trade pool because I'm not going back to re-edit all this. So yeah, I just found this while editing. Yes.